So today I want to talk about being a man, having your own family, and what is required of you as a man in 2025, like in America. This is what is required of me as a man. This isn't, by the way, this is not a complaining thing. This is just me stating the facts. I am a man of God. So when it comes to my role as a husband and as a father, I take it very seriously. I am called to shepherd my family. My parents gave me this book about leading a family as a man. As the father and the head of the household, because let's not get things confused. As the man, I am called to be the head of the household. The weight of that, the responsibility of that is on my shoulders. It's not for me to put on my wife. I am to teach the word to my wife and teach it to my children, to raise children to be godly men who love and serve the Lord and love and serve other people. What is required of me, let's just set up a normal day. I have to wake up at about 5:30 if I want to do everything that I need to. I have to read the Bible to my wife in the morning because that's the best time to do it. Getting word in as the first thing of the day, that's the best thing for the family. I read my Bible out loud to her even if she's asleep. Because it just says I need to read the word to her. Obviously, it makes more sense for her to be awake, but at least I can say, hey, I read the Bible to you today. Yeah, you were asleep, but I was right there and I was reading it out loud. So I got that, and then I have to provide for my family. I have to go to work. I have to hit my 40 hours, which with Leah being pregnant and all her doctor's appointments, it's hard to hit my 40 hours some weeks. This week I went way over 40 hours. Praise God. So I have to provide. I can't afford to not work. I like working. It's not a problem for me. I like going to work. I don't like hurting my back though. Hurting my back makes me so angry. Makes me very upset. But I don't know what the solution is to that. I stretch, exercise, build strength in my core, build strength in my back. That's all I can do. I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. It's 9:26 p.m. I recorded a whole vlog today, and some people who were in a lot of the vlog asked if they could not be in it anymore. I was like, okay, that's no problem. So I just have to record a different video. It's okay. It literally isn't a big deal. As I've said before, I could just ramble all day. But anyways, as a man, I'm having for a big chunk of what I am doing as a man, as the leader of my household, a lot of it is stuff that I have had to seek out answers on. I can't imagine being someone who goes to like public school or even like a private school. Are the boys, the young men, are they taught these things that, all right, if you get married, you have to be a provider, you have to work really hard? I was told these things. I was homeschooled. I have an advantage. I was with my dad and my mom all day, every day. Because I would go to work with my dad some days, and I do school some days. And because of that, I am fortunate. I have friends who have a hard time adjusting to adult life because they were not prepared for it in public school. They weren't. I was, because I've been working since I was 12. Now, not as hard as I do now, but since I was 12 I've been working, so I've adjusted to how the work week goes. There are so many young men who didn't have what I had, you know what I mean? As far as like my parents making sure to invest certain things in my life, like in my brain, in how I act, my behavior. They installed these great behavioral patterns in my life. So what can I do? What can I do for other young men? Because I feel bad because I'm like, all these freaking poor guys. I say poor. I just mean these guys who are struggling. I see that they're struggling. And it's because they were not prepared. The school system does not prepare people for the world. They get thrown out into the world and they get ripped apart by wolves, by predators. Like this freaking kid who shot Charlie Kirk. Who knows what stuff he was getting into online? What kind of indoctrination? What kind of extremism he was I'm sure his parents have a lot that they're thinking about right now. What did we do wrong? Was he prepared? Was his mind strong enough to resist mind viruses? Did he have the mental fortitude to discern right and wrong? Was he somebody who influenced other people, or was he the kind of person who is influenced? I don't know. We don't know anything about this guy, basically. We know he had a transgender partner, which that sounds about right. There's so many young men who are so lost and unhappy. There's so many men who, like, what I've noticed is, like, so there's this game called Helldivers 2. And it's, like, incredibly popular right now. And I've kind of purposely stayed away from it because I'm like, alright, it's popular for some reason. I'm scared if I, like, start playing it, I might not be able to stop. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I played it at my brother's house for the first time, like, a week ago. And I get it now. This game is so immersive. If you're not familiar with it, you fight aliens, basically. People are going to be mad about the way I describe the game. But this is just this is a description from a person who's only been playing it a week. You fight aliens, and the idea, it's different than most games. You don't respawn. When your character dies, they send in reinforcements, which means you get to keep playing. You just, you're a different character, and you drop down from the spaceship, You keep fighting aliens. But the idea is you fight and fight and fight until there's no more reinforcements. So you basically, it's like suicide missions. You're expendable and you fight till your dying breath kind of thing. Well, this is like all those memes of what women want it to look like, the perfect way to pass away as a woman. And there's an old woman laying in her bed and her whole family is there and she says, I am at peace. I can go now. Then on the other side is like how men want to go out, like how men want to pass away. And it's like a guy in the trenches, bleeding out, his dying breath, fighting off bad guys or whatever. Going out in war. Well, where is the war for men right now? Like for us, I have a war every day. I have to provide for my family. I have to work hard every day, and I have to make sure that my boys are raised correctly and that I'm setting them up to win at life. I have to protect them. I have to provide for them. I have to love my wife. That's my war. And you know who I battle? I battle myself every day because I'm a selfish, lazy piece of garbage. So I have to force myself to get up early every day, force myself to work, and I do find some enjoyment in work. I would be very sad if my back broke and I couldn't walk anymore and I couldn't do physical manual labor anymore. I would be very sad. But that's my war every day. Some men have no war. And they're aimless, and what happens is they get snatched up by evil people with evil intentions, and they get these men get used and they get radicalized. They become dangerous because they had nothing to be responsible over. They had nothing to protect. They have nothing to provide for. They have nothing. They seek. There's an emptiness in their lives, and they're seeking something. You know what they're seeking? They're seeking purpose. They're purposeless. You know who gives you purpose? God gives you purpose. Go to church. Go check it out. People will show you how to find purpose in this life. You might meet a girl, a nice Christian girl. You'll get married, you'll have kids, and it'll be incredible. These guys, man. My heart breaks for these guys. I think the Lord, just because I think this, that doesn't mean that it's the Lord. I think that the Lord wants me to help other young men. I don't know how he wants me to do that. Exactly. I'm kind of figuring it out right now. I'm in the middle of wrestling with it. I don't know if he wants me to reach out to people I know and be directly in person involved with other young men's lives and just kind of being there for them, being someone that they can talk to. I don't know if it means talking to, young men on YouTube, making these videos. But if God wants me to do that, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to keep praying about it. God's going to reveal it. It's not whether or not God will. It's when. He can do whatever he wants. If he wants me to try to figure it out for a year, then I'll do it for a year. If he's going to tell me tomorrow morning, great. Tomorrow's church. Maybe there's going to be some crazy word tomorrow that answers exactly the questions I have. I don't know. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Tell me what you thought of this video, anything I said. I've genuinely loved some of the discourse I've been having with people on my videos. It's been cool talking to people who I think are people. Hopefully they're not bots, but anyways.